to Sunday dinner. First of all, before saying subscribe to our channel, I want to apologize. We missed, who is knocking like the po-po? We missed 2 Sunday dinners. Sometimes life happens, but we're back, and I'm back with a really, really exciting array of dishes for you guys today. So first we're doing a white wine and fennel roasted chicken. But we're gonna do it pot roast style. So first we're gonna roast it in the pot and then take the pot off and put the pot in the oven. It's gonna be a whole thing. It's not gonna take as long as our red wine braised pot roast. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put the video at the end of this video so you guys can see and go back and watch that video. So after that, we're gonna do some bourbon. Where's my bourbon? Some bourbon glazed maple carrots. It's kind of like a twist on your grandma's dill maple carrots, but they're crinkle cut. We're gonna do a broccoli casserole from scratch. No cans here. At least I don't think any cans here. I don't think there's anything canned. And we're also doing, this is my favorite, a garlic parmesan pull apart monkey bread. I'm so excited. So without further ado, let's get started on the chicken. So first thing we're gonna do is turn your pot to high to get it nice and warm, and then you can turn it down to medium. Cook the pot. Oh, that was scared me. What the heck?
I told God I think I ran over.
You're lying.
No.
Dylan.
So serious.
Are you joking?
What is it? I told her she got ran over. This guy here.
Are you joking?
She didn't get ran over.
What is wrong with you?
I see your dog right there.
Oh my god! I hate you! Oh god, no! That's not a good joke. That's really not a good joke. Anyways, after that cruel and very distasteful joke, we're back. I'm not gonna lie, my life just flashed before my eyes. It's really hot in here all of a sudden. Anyways, gonna have to get you back to that one. So, turn your pot on medium, and you're gonna melt 1 stick of butter, salted butter, of course, because you know how we do. And we are also gonna add 2 chicken bouillon cubes. That was a little scary, not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, you can add 2 chicken bouillon cubes, or you can add a tablespoon of the loose powdered bouillon. And the butter is going to brown. That's okay. You can turn it down a little bit if you need to, but you still kind of want it to bubble and sizzle and do a thing. All right, so we're just gonna wait for that entire stick to melt. In the meantime, we are going to pat down our chicken. I'm gonna add a lot of moisture with the our chicken stock and our white wine. But for the purposes of seasoning it, you want it to be dry, because you want that seasoning to stick. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my, it's called herbes de Provence. It's basically herbs of Provence, France. It's like, I think it's like oregano, thyme. Let me see what's in here. I don't know, it doesn't tell you. Interesting, doesn't tell you. Rosemary, thyme, and other herbs and spices. Yeah, so you can kind of do like your own mirepoix if you want to, but we're just gonna add this one. It does have some salt, but we're gonna, of course, go back in with salt and pepper. I'm not gonna go too crazy because I don't want the herbs to take over, because that is not the highlight of this dish. Highlight of this dish is our fennel. So once you've lightly seasoned your chicken, we're gonna move on to our fennel. So this recipe calls for 2 bulbs of fennel, but at my store they had this huge one, and I figured, like, let's just, you know what I'm trying to say. Let's just use one and cut it in half. So the way we're gonna cut it is, you're not gonna need these stalks. You can use them, but I'm not gonna use them. We just want the bulb. So you wanna cut this little excess off. And then you wanna cut right, oh Lord, where the stalks end. And then you're gonna cut it in half. Okay, I actually wanna 4th it because of the presentation. So this is a larger chicken, Oh, Bernard. Yeah, it's a larger chicken, so I just kind of want to do it like that at the end of everything. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like almost licoricey, but savory. So good. Anyways, so we need shallots. I have about, I want to say, there's probably like 6 to 8 shallots in here. Medium sized. You're just going to shred the shallot or take the outside off and then cut it in half. And we're just gonna dot this around here. We're actually not cooking it in here. I'm just putting it here because you feel it. All right, moving on. You're also going to need fennel seeds. And you don't need to put it in here, but just have this on hand. Oh my God, y'all. The fennel seeds are gonna reinforce the fennel flavor. So you're gonna have fresh fennel, and then the fennel seed is kind of like having a, like, I don't know if you guys have tried star anise before. It's like just as strong. Why can't I open that? Okay, go get you some fennel. Even if you don't use it in this dish, if you completely, like, just want to use onions or whatever, try fennel at least once in your life. It smells so good. It's really licoricey. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's really licoricey. Okay, so I'm just going to put out my notes, make sure I'm doing everything right. Bernard, he wants to come inside. Okay, so we're going to check on our butter. Perfect. So it's browned and it's incorporating with that chicken bouillon. Okay, I'm checking my notes, you guys. I want to make sure I'm doing everything right. Okay, so next we need our bay leaf. I'm going to turn the heat down because I don't want it to burn. Brown is just fine. So we're going to use a bay leaf. This recipe only calls for 1, but I'm going to use 2 because it's really dependent on the size of your chicken. And this is like a medium large chicken, so. Okay, we can use 3. We'll be okay. Then we need our rosemary. Use like 2 to 4 sprigs. Probably gonna use 2. Rosemary is very strong. And you want to wash any herbs that any fresh herbs that you use. You want to rinse those off because they came from outside. And yeah, it's just a rule of thumb. Okay. Then we're gonna do, we need our chicken stock and our white wine. So you're just gonna do a dry white wine. I'm using this 19 Crimes Chardonnay. It's called Hard Chard. That's so cute. Nobody laughed, but it's cute, it's still cute. Anyway, so I'm gonna actually need someone to open this. He is not having it. Actually, you know what? I can open this myself. I got this.
No weapon formed against me.
Where's my wine opener?
Shall prosper.
Here it is. Alright, so I'm gonna open up the wine. I'm gonna try. Now you guys see me do this. Lord! Did you catch it? Okay. Let's try and get this thing open. So you're gonna use about like a cup of wine. Of course, you can add a little more, a little less if you want to. Oh yeah. Oh, I know someone's gonna say I'm doing this wrong, but you know what? As long as it's opened, right? Boom! See, this is where I kind of lose myself. You gotta shimmy it a little bit. Okay. Delicious. A little sweet. Could have gone drier. I could be wrong. I haven't tasted it. I'm just smelling it. Shall we taste, Auntie Milana Baptiste? Yes. Yes. We're gonna do a chef's test. We're just sampling. We're only sampling.
Now you said what about what?
We're chef testing. Would you like a sample?
I'm not a sip. There we go. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
I was really just doing samples, but that's okay. Drunky monkeys. That is okay. Okay. Cheers. You want some too?
No.
No, yes you do. Here. Is it great? All right, y'all. I need to go pass this to Uncle Earl. I need some.
But does he need all of them?
Is it dry? Dry. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna move over to my pot. We got the okay from everyone that the wine is fine.
It's great.
Great. Okay, so I'm gonna add my veggies and my herbs and my bay leaf. I wanted everything to go in here so I could just like do a one-stop shop, but it's not working out that way. Okay. Alright. So you're just gonna add everything in. You wanna start with your veggies first. And the goal here is just to brown them. You don't need to cook them down or anything. You can crank the heat up a little bit. You just wanna brown them, get them kind of toasty, a little bit wilted. Then, once those are cooked a little bit, you're going to add your seasonings. So let's get those in. Letting it. Beautiful. Okay, so let's wait for this to cook a little bit. Turn that heat up a little. Alright, I got my fennel, I need my rosemary. Got my bay leaves, need my wine. Gotta get your chicken stock. So with the chicken stock, you wanna make sure, number one, make sure it's not broth. And number two, make sure you're using like a good quality one. We just got this organic one. Or you can even use like a bone broth. Whatever it is, just make sure it's really high quality or try to get fresh if you can. Okay, I wish you could, oh my gosh, I wish y'all could smell this. Okay, at this point I'm gonna go ahead and add another stick of butter. Love it. All right, here's my butter. Okay, so I'm gonna add my butter, let that melt down, and then I will meet you guys on the next step.
You know what I want. I wanna keep it real. Tell me just how we feel. I don't ask for much, but honesty and good things. I know that you want perfection.
Okay, guys, I forgot to tell you about an ingredient, and that is elephant garlic. You don't have to use, like, don't feel in a rush to go down the street to get elephant garlic. Just get some garlic that you have. Elephant garlic is obviously huge because it's called elephant garlic, but it's actually more subtle in flavor and smell, but it still gives you a nice subtle garlicky flavor. So I'm just gonna put that in there. And we're also gonna add our herbs. So we have the 2 rosemary sprigs, our 2 bay leaves. I lost a bay leaf in all of the action and then Schnitzel ate it, so we're just gonna use 2. I feel like it was a sign not to use 3, just to use 2. And then we're gonna do just a nice little sprinkle of fennel seeds. Fennel seeds are really, really strong, and we already have the quartered fennel bulb, so I don't feel the need to add too many. Okay, so we're gonna give that a nice.
What's a fennel
What's
seed?
wrong with
What's
it?
a fennel seed?
It's the seeds of fennel.
Oh wow, what is a fennel?
It's a root. Okay,
Caleb.
so I'm gonna. I turned the heat down, but I'm gonna crank it back up, and then I'm gonna add about a cup of white wine. It just depends on how bougie, how boozy you want everything. I don't want it to be too boozy. I don't want it to take away from the flavor, and I do want this to cook down. Little fun fact, let's start a little debate in the comments. Does alcohol cook out? Does it? I don't know. I thought it did, but Google it. Take it to Google and let me know what you think. Anyways, we're gonna let that boil, and then we're gonna use, I got 4 boxes of chicken stock. I don't think I'm actually gonna use that many. You just want enough to, when you put your chicken inside, it goes up to about like halfway of the chicken. Because what happens if you put it a little higher is it's gonna end up boiling the chicken. When you put it halfway of the height of the chicken, it soaks it up and it makes it really tender and juicy and delicious. So, little recap, 2 sticks of butter, 2 bay leaves, 2 rosemary sprigs, dash of fennel seeds, 1 fennel bulb, bunch of shallots, white wine, butter, garlic. Super easy. Super easy. Okay. We're boiling. So now I'm gonna add my chicken. Oh, jeez, Lord. All do want to make some room for the chicken to be face down. I want some of the vegetables underneath, and then I want some around it. Okay. So now you can go in with your stock, and we're just gonna do it until it reaches about halfway. So in this case, maybe 1.5, maybe just 1. Yeah, honestly, yeah. You just need 1. All right, I'm gonna give it a nice little stir just to get all the stuff going in there. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. I know you guys are probably wondering, where's the salt, where's the pepper? I'm gonna season the stock. All right, crank it up on high. Wash your hands, add some salt and pepper, and then close the pot for about an hour. And then that's it. So I'm gonna wash my hands to start on our first dish.
Why did he do that?
Okay, actually I need to clean up a little bit, so I'm gonna do that. I got my horses in the back.
You did that.
Alright, so yeah, keep in mind. How you get?
Okay. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna get my fancy dancy, my new pot. I got new pots and pans. Surprise, told you I would. So, you get my notes. Okay, so for this you don't need this many carrots, but I'm using this many carrots because a lot of friends and family, they want to eat. And these are, what's the word for these? These are crinkled. They're crinkle cut. All right. So you need 3 bags of carrots if you're doing it my way. You're gonna need some maple syrup. I got the cool maple syrup, you guys. This is sprayable. The reason I got this is because whenever I pour maple syrup, it gets sticky around the jar. It's like honey, and that bothers me. This way, I can just shh, and it goes right back in. No mess. I'm the type to pay for convenience. I think it makes my life a lot easier. So that's why we got that. So you need the maple syrup, some brown sugar, butter, of course. You can use honey, but I'm just gonna use the maple syrup. Some ginger, I'm gonna use ginger paste, or you can use ground ginger, whatever you have. Or you can use fresh ginger, it's up to you. And a little bit of salt, that's it. So first, where's my butter? I should just keep all the butter out so I don't have to go in the fridge, right? This is a sad sight when you only have 8 more sticks of butter left. All right. So I'm gonna start with 1 stick. And you're gonna saute all of your carrots in this 1 stick of butter. And they don't need to brown, you just need to get them a little soft, but they still need to have like a bite to them. The way you check that is you just stick a fork into one of them and see if it's too smushy. Sorry kid, you've overdone it. All right, let's get this on some heat. Thought I found more butter. How excited I was. Okay. So we're gonna let that butter melt. And then open up these bags. I'm not gonna wait until it melts. I have patience problems. Either way, you'll be okay. Alright. Let's get all of that in there. Waste no carrots. Okay, that's 1. So I turned my heat on high. Just enough butter. once they start cooking, I'm gonna turn it on medium high. So not high, but like, not medium, just like medium high. If that makes any sense at all. Okay. Alright, let's give these a nice stir. Whoa. Okay, let's let them do their thing for a minute. Check my heat. We're good. I need to season. I need to salt and pepper this since it started to boil, and then we're gonna put the top over it, and we are in business. So pepper and my salt. I actually ended up not hating the salt as much. It's not that bad. I think once you get a lot less in there, it's easier to pour. But like, if you guys watch all of our videos, like loyal subscribers too, you know that at first this was not my thing. Me and this salt, we were not kicking it. We were not friends. Okay, so I'm seasoning the broth, the stock, not the chicken. And there's a reason for this. Should I explain it when we explain it? Okay, so the reason you season the stock is because by the time this is completely cooked, a lot of that broth is going to soak up into the chicken. And all the flavor is going to soak up with it. So you want the chicken, anytime you're cooking chicken and turkey, you want it to be seasoned from the inside out. Otherwise, all of your seasoning is going to be on the top. And once you cut it, it's just going to taste like some regular like boiled chicken. And that's not good. So this is the way you do it. And we don't need to stir this. All the bubbles are going to do its thing. Add a little bit more. Okay. Now I can go ahead and get my top wherever it is. And close this thing up. And just let it go. It's going to go for about an hour. Let's check on our butter. It's melted. Okay, so there's going to be so much water content with these carrots that we're just going to need to keep an eye on it. Once these have almost browned, we're just going to leave them alone and then start on our bourbon maple glaze. Okay, I'm going to clean up and I will catch you guys at the next step.
Tell me, if I told you nothing but lies, would you still love me? If I shake an ass at the club on some other guy, if you call me up in the morning, but you heard his voice on the phone, would you still want me if I tried?
Alright, you guys, so in my second fancy copper pot that's new, we have 1 stick of butter, about a teaspoon of ginger paste, like a couple dashes of salt, and the brown sugar, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. And so to this, I kind of am letting it just bubble a little bit while watching it because I don't want, oh Lord, that's what we don't want. Let's turn this down. Yeah, I don't want it to start popping and I don't want it to burn or to caramelize just yet. So on hand we have our Jim Beam, which is what we're using, has our bourbon, our alcohol aspect. Why does it keep popping? These pants too low. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add, I'm kind of gonna eyeball the maple syrup because it's just for taste. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that spout. That's unique. I can't tell you how much I put in there, honestly. I've never used a spout like that before. Maybe a tablespoon? It's probably a little bit more than a tablespoon. Okay, so because this is a gas stove. Honey? I don't want this light on fire, but maybe if we do it really slowly. We're just gonna add a dash of bourbon. I mean a dash. Woo! Y'all thought I was gonna do it? Wait, I need to do it like this. Oh, where's my cups? I got no cups. All right, let's just go for it. Woo! Oh yeah. Yeah, come on, go pour this.
Oh, you think I'm about to get popped? Hey, my first rodeo. Woo! How about we keep it sober?
Okay, This is how much you use. It's like about a
get it?
tablespoon.
It's an EP joke. That's our EP. It's called Sober. Go check it out on Apple Music, all platforms actually. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty. So we're gonna cook
Hey,
this
girl,
down.
I see you. How you whippity whip?
You gonna check the chicken?
Why you putting alcohol in the food?
It's a boozy Sunday dinner. What's wrong
Boosie,
with
baby. Okay, I see what you're doing there. You ain't whipping it up, I ain't.
You feel me?
This the chicken?
That's the chicken. These are the carrots.
Where your hand mid at?
I think it's.
Right here, girl. That thing dirty.
Yeah, it is. I need a new one.
Do you? Well, washing machine. Let me check this out for you, girl. Let me see what it's looking like. That ain't ready.
No, it's not
That
ready.
chicken's Caucasian.
Oh my gosh.
How long that's gonna take to cook?
Close it!
How much
Longer
longer
if
we
you
got?
keep opening it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm hungry.
Okay, so the carrots are cooking down.
Is it a turkey or chicken?
You can get out now.
Same, they look the same.
It's
Might be
chicken.
related.
Go.
What's going on?
Okay. No, what are you doing? You're so silly. Okay, so this is our sauce. We're just gonna wait for it to reduce. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit. You wanna do that for me? It's the second one right there.
This one right here?
Just a little bit.
This right here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm turning left or right?
So I'm not actually sure. You're just gonna have to eyeball it.
I bought it. You sure that's the right one? Cause that
Yeah,
bag ain't
other way,
moving.
other way, other way. Other way, other way. That's going lower.
Yeah, it's all turning.
Lord have mercy, could have done it myself.
It's up.
There you go. Okay. So it's on like medium right now.
I'm gonna turn up some fire, don't I? Turn up the heat in the kitchen, don't I? Hey, how much longer to the food ready?
Doesn't
I'm
matter,
asking for
but
everybody.
It's ready, it's ready.
5 what?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
How do you know that? Okay. 5 minutes for real?
Yeah.
Like 5 YouTube minutes or 5 real life minutes? It's 2 different things.
Whichever 5 minutes you prefer, my friend.
All right, I set my timer. Should I go sit at the table now?
You should get out of the kitchen.
Alright, cool. I'm just hungry.
Okay, so we're gonna let this reduce a little bit. I'm gonna keep an eye on it and kind of taste it. Where's my baby? Oh, poopy. All right, so now this is bubbling. So I'm gonna like wait for it to cool down. Oh, that was hot. It's good though. I would add a little bit more brown sugar. But I think the bourbon is perfect. And I'm actually going to add some more maple. Because I really want that maple flavor. I'm going to turn this heat off though. This is the wrong way. Hopefully that was the right way. Okay. Boom. It's like a tablespoon. I love it. Okay, and that is what that should look like. Okay, let's have an eye on the carrot, see what's going on over here. Perfect. So what you want to do is take one out. Let's take a thick one out. Oh my goodness, look at that one. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, you want to take one out and you want to get a fork. Let me get this fork right here. And then, so it should have a little bit of a snap to it. And I actually think that is perfect. Yeah, it should have just a little bit of a bite. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on just for maybe 5 more minutes. Continue to stir your sauce. And then once those are completely cooked down, we're going to start slowly putting them into this. Or I might do it the other way around. I might just pour the sauce over it, I think. And then also, this is optional. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I don't know if it's a taste bud thing, but I'm gonna add a little sprig of dill. I didn't add the dill in here because I don't want the dill to overshadow the bourbon. Because it's really, obviously pickly because that's what is used in pickles, but it's just very dilly. So I just wanted to almost garnish it with a little bit for some color. So you can do it, you don't have to, but if you're going to, I recommend fresh dill because dried dill is actually what tastes like pickles to me. The fresh dill, it's herbal, but it's fresher. I don't know. It's just so much better. It's lighter and earthier. All right, so I think I need to clean up, and then I'll catch you guys when it's time to do that and do our from scratch broccoli casserole.
Trust me, trust me. I don't like being alone, thinking of ringing your line. I wish you would come home. I just need to balance my space. I just need to protect my space with you.
All right, so let's move on to our garlic parmesan monkey bread. So the secret ingredient, I'm just gonna throw it out there, spoiler alert, is biscuits. We're just using biscuit dough. The reason this looks orange is because this is a butter flavored biscuit dough, because I figured, you know, things better with butter, clearly. So what you're gonna do is melt a stick of butter and get some chopped or minced garlic, whichever one you want. We're gonna go a little heavy on the garlic because why not? Then we're gonna do about a tablespoon of parsley. This is mainly for color. Then you're gonna get some freshly grated Parmesan. I've had this for a while now, like 4 Sunday dinners back. I'm gonna add maybe 2 tablespoons to that. I'm not gonna do the shredded one. I thought I was. I'm not going to. Really don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons. Actually, let's just use it all since it's almost gone. Okay, you're just gonna stir that up. Oh my God, that's gonna be so good. That's what it should look like. Kind of want to add another tablespoon of butter, but no. So what I did was take out the biscuits, and they came in like a circle, and I just cut them like that and like that. It leaves you in quarters, and you're just gonna roll them up into balls, dump it in there. So first I'm gonna dot it. They don't need to be super close. It's monkey bread, so the whole idea is that it's pull apart. It's very lax, very easy, crowd sharing capabilities. It's just a really fun dish. So it's not that serious. Okay? Throw it in there. And then once you have a good solid first layer, I should have it in like a couple more balls. Let's see. Yeah, once you have a good solid layer, I'm gonna knock these 2 out. You're gonna pour a little bit of your mixture over it, like this. I said a little bit, but this looks like a lot. It's gonna be good though. Every time I pour it, I'm gonna stir it up so I can get all the stuff from the bottom. So every single bite has some goodness. So I'm gonna go heavy on the first layer because with monkey bread, you put it in a bundt dish, or you can put it in one of these. That's why I got this here, to show you that it is really up to you. Once it's cooked, you basically flip it over, and then you put it on the thing, and then you lift it up, and it's kind of like a bundt monkey bread situation. It's really cute. It's really fun. All right, so I'm just gonna move on to the second layer and continue on, and just keep doing the layers until you're out of your butter. It's gonna be so freaking good. Oh my gosh, I think this is like gonna be the only thing that I eat tonight. All right. Actually, you need to check on our carrots too. So let's go ahead and do that. Our carrots, I turned the heat off. Now I'm going to start putting our glaze on the carrots. Okay, let's move this over here. Okay, we're gonna give it a nice stir. And then I want the steam from the carrots to kind of loosen up the glaze. So we're gonna put the pot back on. And it's gonna be so long. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put that pot back on the top. Oh! Whoops. Okay. Let that steam do its thing. Hi, Wits! Hi, Wits! What you doing, girl? You want some? Nope. I think I want to make another batch of the glaze because y'all know how I am about toppings and butter and things like that. I just want every bite to have a syrupy, delicious moment happening there. But I'll do it in a second. All right, so we're gonna keep rolling balls. Side note, I'm kind of contemplating the broccoli casserole. I don't know, it's just something is just telling me that I don't need it. And to just stick with the monkey bread, the chicken, the carrots. But I wanted a green element. I don't know, I'll probably do it. It's super simple. You just cook the broccoli and then you mix the wet ingredients and you put it in the oven to warm. So I'll probably do it. And I feel like a dish is not, or dinner's not complete unless it has something green. Something green, something colorful, meat, and a carb. That's what I feel like makes a perfect dinner. Okay, so you guys see how I'm cutting it? Just going this way, flip him that way. Okay, I feel like I need maybe 3 more, and then I'm gonna add another layer of the buttery goodness. Yeah, let's do this last one. I wanna put this one here. Okay. And so when you do the second layer, you just need to get it over the new dough that you rolled up. Love it. All right, let's knock these out. And I'm gonna check on our turkey, chicken. And I think the chicken should be to the point where we can just put it in the oven. So we need to, my oven's already preheated. Who did that? Was it me? Did I do that? I don't know. I think the chicken's to the point where all we need to do is put it in the oven, like on broil, to get that color on top. And then we'll be good. I think I'm gonna do another layer. I do not need to roll these. I don't know why it could be so much easier. This is one of these dishes that it's no pressure. And it's literally the easiest thing like to make. Yeah, you could do a fresh biscuit dough if you wanted to be fancy, but but I just don't think that's the point of monkey bread.
Big, huh?
Oh my gosh. Poopy! That's the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. You look so cute. Hi, Mama.
Hey, what you rolling up in that bread?
This is monkey bread.
Ain't no monkeys in this house. Kind of racist.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
gosh.
hey, what's the green stuff in them?
This is garlic
Parmesan.
Parmesan.
I knew where she going there. Where's that garlic parmesan?
So silly.
Parmesan.
It's gonna be so good. So I'm just gonna put our last layer.
Parmesan. I know about
Alrighty.
this, boy.
So this is our last layer of goodness. Oh duh, that's why I preheated the oven for the monkey bread. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done. We're just gonna pop it in there. What you could do if you felt like it, I don't feel like it and it's very unnecessary, you could smush it down, but I don't want to compromise the rising of the dough. So, but you could, I've seen it done before, they smush it down and it makes this like perfectly shaped bun moment happening, but no. So we're just gonna put it in for about 20 minutes on 325. Alrighty. Okay, that's in. Let's check on the chicken. Beautiful. I cannot believe you guys can smell this right now. It smells amazing. So what I'm gonna do with this is let it cook until everything else is done. I know it's pretty much done, but it's one of those things where if you don't have a chicken thermometer, you kind of just let it keep going, because this chicken is not going to get tough as long as it has that stock in it. It will be fine. So I'm gonna let it go until we have everything completely finished. And then as I'm about to be done with the monkey bread, And the carrots and the casserole, I'm just gonna stick it in a broil and then we're done. So I think next, I said I was gonna do the casserole, didn't I? I don't wanna do the casserole. I don't think I'm going to. Instead, I think I'm gonna make another batch of the glaze without the liquor. And then pour it over. Wait for the monkey bread to finish. Go kick my feet up. I'm gonna eat, right? Should I? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna clean up and then I'll catch you guys at the next step.
Boy, just hand it over. Talking about your love, I can't get enough of it. Kinda wishing I was sober. And I know you're tired of me. How you fuck with me, at least I'm honest. Something you need to get over. Kinda miss the feeling that I get when I'm on my way over. So boy, just hand it up. Cause you know I need your love. I can't get enough of it. No way, I can't get enough of it. You're so stubborn. All my bitches said don't cuff it. Want your way, I don't want nothing. I swear it's not up for discussion.
Alas, everything is finished. We did not end up doing the broccoli casserole for a number of reasons. My husband doesn't like creamy things, and honestly, I was tired, and it happens. Mom life, wife life, sometimes you just don't feel like it. But we have an amazing dinner prepared. And the last dish is our bourbon maple glazed carrots. I just put it on broil a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna get a little thingy for this because I do not want to drop those, y'all. I dropped the monkey bread, like a dollop of the monkey bread, and I was hurt. Okay. There's the last thing for us to serve. And then we're ready to eat. You hear it? Yes, my dear.
Come on. Hold on, everybody be quiet. Carrots are coming.
You can have my free
The carrots are coming.
You know somebody who does.
Oh yeah? And this was
Carrots are coming.
The carrots are coming.
Yeah.
Where can I put the carrots? Uncle Turds, can I put it next to you? They're very hot.
Oh, yeah.
Diosito, we want to thank you for all the love and blessings that you rain upon us every day. And we ask you to bless this food that we're all about to receive in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Come over, you said you would. Tonight we ain't got no rules can sign. Wanna make you feel so good. Wanna see you feel so good. We've been fighting lately. Waiting on the daily. Cause I wanna make you feel so good. When I make you feel so good. It's gonna take all night. We're gonna make things right. I wanna take my time. It's gonna take all night. It's gonna take all night. We're gonna make things right. I wanna take my time. It's gonna take all night. Text me when you're pulling up. I'm ready, won't you hurry up? Cause I wanna make you feel so good. Wanna see you feel so good.
So Sunday dinner was another success. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. The chicken was,
Amazing.
it was amazing, man.
10, 12, 1, a zillion.
Okay. You mean 1 through 10? A zillion. Yeah. It was amazing. All right. The monkey bread, the carrots, it was all really good. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, wife, for
You're welcome.
being amazing.
Stop. It was
Okay.
really, really tender. Honestly, Uncle Turtle just brought this up to me about doing a cookbook. So I think I'm gonna go back into the archives, look at some of my recipes, figure out how I can tweak them, And maybe put them in like an e-cookbook or something. Comment down below if that's something you'd like to see.
Yeah, so I think that's a great idea. But thank y'all for supporting us. We love y'all. Make sure y'all turn y'all post notifications on so y'all can know every time we drop a video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we love y'all, man. We see y'all in the next video.
Bye.